Okay. This is kind of funny. Hold
Are you
on.
okay?
Give me 1 second.
This is McBride.
Da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. Almost done. Almost done. Just want to link it up on the Facebook page. Okay. Hi. Uh, I'm rather. Hold on. Let me turn the. Watching Slasher. Um, so here's the thing. I am going to start talking here on YouTube because Facebook is shit. It's just a fact. And I want to tell you a little bit about myself and why I started this page, why I started this journey. Okay. Now, for the first 11 years of my life, was tortured. I was a victim of molestation, sexual abuse, incestual abuse. I was always told that I was the one, it was always my fault because you have to victim blame. And oh my gosh, well, he had 6 kids and he never touched them. It's like, well, good for them, but he had his hand on my tit. What do you want from me? So, my point here is that nobody really knows me. And I want the world to know me because I'm not what everybody thinks I am. I'm so much more. And if I can make a difference in anybody's life by sharing my journey, by sharing, each path that I have to figure out, do I go this way? Do I go that way? I don't know. But I'm going to start doing these live videos, and I have something exciting that I've decided I'm going to start doing is I'm going to create classes, and that way we can have live videos if anybody's interested. There's a chat thing over here, it looks like it. Got it. Okay, so yeah, it's like giving me all this stuff. I don't know what's happening. Anyways, the whole point here is to break the stigma of mental disorders, mental illness, the things that were forced upon us. Us kids who were abused and neglected before the age of 5, our brain is literally different than everybody else's. It's like people don't seem to understand this shit. And I don't get it. And it's very frustrating. Oh, hey, Anne Marie, how are you? I see you. Ah, see, it's even better than Facebook because, like, I can actually see. Oh, that's cool. I love you. Big hug. Um, so, anyways, one of the things that I'm really striving with is fighting against the darkness, and I am trying really hard to find my way, right? So I'm rearranging my entire home so that it feels like mine again and not, the way the intruders. Oh, well, you know what, sweetheart? You'll find out in a second. So, one of the things that I recently realized, I know I'm going around and around, that's what I do. But one of the things I recently realized is that nobody is going to come and take your hand. You have to figure out what your purpose is in this life, what you want to fight for. I already know. I want to be a foster parent and I want to adopt children. So I need to heal so I can do that. I need to become the adult that these children need. And because of my experience, I know that I can be. Because I've been through it all. From the moment I was born. Okay, my biological mother was in and out of mental health unit, MHU, and Glens Falls, and her family, my family, I guess, they just gave up, and so they left us, and we were alone. And And that's what the world does. I mean, I remember standing on a street corner with her next to me, and I've got my little protective bubble on, and she would be screaming and spitting and yelling about her God and hell and damnation and all of this stuff. And nobody stopped to help me. Nobody stopped to help me. Man, my file, and I kid you not, my file from Warren County was a double-sided 2 ream thick of documentation. They moved me over like 42 times when I was a kid. That's not counting the times that I was moved before I was put into the foster care system at 3 years old. There is a history here that I think is worth telling. There's a history here that I think is worth listening to and sharing, because I am opening my soul to you. And I'm going to keep doing it until the last breath I take, because I want you to know that you are not alone. You are loved. You are special. You're valid. No matter what anybody says, you have that power. Take that power back. They don't have the power over you. You have the power. Take it back. It's not easy, I know. Right now, I'm writing up the curriculum. Shall I try that again? The curriculum for a class I'm going to be doing on here, and it should be kind of interesting. It's going to be talking about my healing process, and one of the things is, who am I? Okay, so there's a gaze that has been over my shoulder my entire life. And it is only recently when I decided, fuck guilt, fuck it all. If my mom is willing to do this and she loves me, then I'm going to accept it and I'm going to do the best I can, which is actually why I am doing this, this fabulous introduction. But it's just, I feel like we all need to share our stories, and if you can't, I can. And if you want me to share it anonymously, Mother Hubbard, could you bear with me one moment? Okay, anonymously. Okay, your story can be heard anonymously. You can trust me. I'm working on the website now. I've got a bunch of blog posts that I'm putting up there. They're not actually written in my voice, but there is some good information there. And I'll also be posting stuff because, like I said, I'm starting up a class. I want to see how many people would like to work on healing together, because the first step, aside from accepting your situation, is accepting who you are and understanding who you are and understanding where those triggers are coming from. That is the key to healing, as far as I'm concerned. Again, not a doctor, just a fellow survivor who gives a fuck. So if you want to be a part of this, then please like this page, do whatever it is that you do with Facebook, or I'm sorry, with YouTube, and feel free to share it. I know I look silly and everything, but I spent the first 11 years of my life being tortured and traumatized and abused, and it's all I knew. Okay. And so we're going to talk about that in these different classes. And so if you're interested in seeing how another survivor is surviving, and what I'm doing to try to heal myself, then please like and follow. I want to reach as many people as I can, because this book that I'm writing is going to basically share a lot of the same stuff, but even more. And right now, I want to focus on, who are you? Who am I? Because if you lie to yourself, you're never going to heal. Do not lie to yourself, okay? Just don't do it, because it's not gonna do you any favors. Don't lie to your psychologist, your psychiatrist, your therapist. Don't lie. If you want to heal, if you want to move forward, tell the truth. And in order to tell the truth, you need to know who you are, and you need to know where to set your boundaries. And I am going to help you learn that if you are interested. So, as I said, please like and follow or do whatever it is YouTube does. I am going to go and deal with this mess. But, I'm an adult survivor of childhood trauma and abuse for 11 years. The first formidable years where your brain develops. And a lot has happened in the several years since I started this portion of the healing process. And I want to share it with you because I want you to know that you are not alone. I think that's the most important thing in the world, is to know that you are not alone. You are valid, and I am sending love to you right now. I know it's a platitude, but it's true. It's true. I have so much love to give, and I want to share it with you all. So just know there's always going to be like spam or mean people. Just ignore them. Eventually, I'll figure out how to block them and stuff. But if you really are on this journey and you're working to survive, then you are one of my tribe. And I would love for us to actually make a difference, share our experiences, and make a goddamn difference. I wish that when I started out, I had a me back then. And I'm not saying that in like a narcissistic way. I'm saying that because I have learned so much during this journey. And so I'm very excited to share it with you guys. And I know that I'm not very professional over here, but, this is me. I'm not really the one that's putting on makeup and doing shit like that. I'm talking about survival, and I'm talking about healing and living and what the fucking difference is. Because aren't you sick of just surviving? Come on. Let me fucking hear it. Are you sick of just surviving? Because I'll tell you, I am. I am sick of just surviving. It is time to live. And you can live while you're healing. You just have to accommodate yourself. That's all. All right, guys. Well, that's sort of an introduction. I didn't want to go on too long because I always talk a lot. But basically, I am an adult survivor of childhood trauma and abuse. I was abused for the first 11 years of my life, moved from foster home to foster home, sexually abused, physically abused, psychologically abused. You name it. I can pretty much nod. So, I am here to talk about post traumatic stress disorder, complex post traumatic stress disorder, and major depressive disorder, which are three things that I have. But I also have attachment disorder, reactive attachment disorder. It might be reactive attachment disorder. I'm not entirely sure about that. But either way, it is worth digging into my brain if it can help other people and it can help me. And so, yes, the book is in progress. And yes, it's going to have a lot of information. And I hope that it will benefit somebody. If I can help one person, and I mean really help them, then my life is worth something. That's how it feels. So, anyways, so that's me. Hi, I'm Phoenix, and welcome. I hope that you enjoyed this video, or at least watched it and was like, yeah, I'm kind of interested in this story. So I'm moving from Facebook to YouTube now. So yay. I hope I'm doing it right, but I got a lot of stuff coming down, and since I've decided not to feel guilty anymore, I'm going to start working on the project that means the most to me, and this is that project. You're not alone. You are valid. And if this post makes you angry, talk to me. Tell me why. Tell me why. Dig into yourself and think about it. All right. Well, this is my first, I think, my first one. And I'm actually going to end it and make it live. Wild.